Hey everybody, it's Dwight Braswell here with another Walk in the Woods. Let me tell you, I'm getting some great feedback off of these videos and it's just a blessing to me. Again, I encourage you, the email address, our weeklywalk@gmail.com. Please drop me a message. Let me know what you're thinking. Send me a question. I'd love to try to go through and for future videos. I would love to know your input. So please send me an email at our weeklywalk@gmail.com. Again, put that here on the screen. Today, I got a challenge for you. I need you to get on the boat. Yep, we're going to get on the boat because the story of the day is going to be about the faith of Noah. Now, I know what you're thinking. We all know the story of Noah. And if you go to Genesis chapter 6, you can read the accounts of Noah and the ark and his family and the flood. Interesting thing about that, I want you to think about Noah and his faith and not so much about the ark and the flood, because Noah had never seen an event like this. God had told him the plans and what was going to happen, and Noah basically was just going to go out and build an ark. He was being faithful. Even not knowing what was going to happen or what future events would take place, he was still faithful. Now I always think about the other people who were around him. Now, yeah, it was a corrupt world and there was a lot of things going on, but people had to be walking by going, this guy's crazy. Why is he building a giant boat? He's talking about a flood and we've never seen anything like that. We don't really know what a flood is. And so people just went on about their daily lives, not really worrying about it. And at any point, they could have come and got on the boat, and just like Noah and his family, they would have been saved. But they just went about their normal business. But did that slow Noah down? No, not at all. He continued to keep his eyes on God. He kept his faith in God, and he continued to work diligently. And when the time come, and he was on the boat, and the rains came, and the flood waters rose, Noah and his family was saved because he was faithful in his trust to God. I got my little Bible out here because I want you to jump over to Hebrews chapter 11. This is what you would call the Hall of Fame of Bible characters with strong faith. And Noah is in that faith walk of fame. And if you look at verse 7, let me tell you what it says here in the New Testament. It says, by faith Noah, being divinely warned of things not yet seen, moved with godly fear. He prepared an ark for the saving of his household, by which he condemned the world and became an heir of the righteousness which is according to faith. You know, Noah, not even knowing what was going to take place, not even have ever seen it, he still moved with a fear to God. He still moved with godly faith, built this ark to prepare for his family. You know, there's a lot of things that's going to take place that we hadn't never witnessed and we hadn't never seen. But the Bible warns us about them. And we have to move with faith. We have to move with faith just like Noah did. Even if everybody around us thinks we're crazy and don't understand what we're doing, we still keep our eyes on God. We still put our faith in God, just like Noah did. So I'm going to read you real quickly the words of Jesus out of Matthew chapter 24. And he refers back to Noah and his faith. When he says this, starting at verse 36, he says, starting at verse 37, he says, but as the days of Noah were, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man be. You know, Jesus talks about everybody was just going about their normal life. Moses, heeding the warnings, prepared for what was going to take place. But the people nowadays are doing the same thing that they were in the days of Noah. They're just moving along, doing their own thing, living their life, and not paying any attention to the warnings. You know, Jesus is coming back, and he's coming back really soon. I can't give you an exact date because the Bible tells us no man knows the time of the hour. But he is telling us that we're going to be like the people in Noah's days, going about our normal business. But Noah wasn't. Noah was getting prepared. And that's what we need to be doing. We need to be getting prepared because we never know when the flood waters are going to come. So we've got to be ready for the return of Christ. And that's why I'm encouraging today to get on the boat. Get on the boat and get prepared for the day Jesus' return. Just like there was one door to the ark. one way to get into the boat and be saved. Jesus is the only way to be saved. In fact, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by me. So just like you're going to pass through that door to get on the ark to be saved from those coming floodwaters, through Jesus, you can get saved and be prepared, because he's coming back, and he's coming back to get his kids. And I want you to be in that number when he's here. God bless you this coming week, and get on the boat.